Morning guys, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. It's Reba. So we're looking at a wood pile. You know what that means? That means I got my kids and my husband and myself to go out behind that garden shed, and we basically pulled that frame apart. It was infested with termites, and the wood is just no good. So we are actually going to create a fire pit using all of the rocks and the stones that built this and that were near and around it. We're going to create a fire pit. We're going to get a saw and we're going to saw up all these chunks of wood. Now there is giant rusty nails in them. We're going to probably build a fire pit right here. This, I think, where the people who originally moved here or lived here before us, I do believe that they had a fire pit right here because there's a circle that is black right here in the yard. So what I'm thinking about doing is using this spot right here, kind of moving the lumber off to the side, probably right along here today, and reorganize this wood into this spot here and make sure the nails are all facing down. Use a hammer if there's anything that anybody could get hurt on, and then just kind of build the fire pit right here. And then I'll show you the corner, how it's looking. All the gooseberries and crandall currants, you guys have got all of their leaves are super soft and just coming out. I'll have flowers on the crandall currant here in the future. It's also called the clove currant. And my gooseberries over here are doing really good. They love this spot in the yard, you guys. This is the best spot in the yard for them. So over here, this is how this section is looking, you guys. And all of these rocks were in this back corner. And I've got it all raked. I found a lot of trash. The people who lived here before us that rented this house trashed this place. There's so much garbage in the soil, and so we put a lot of trash into the garbage yesterday, and we got it all cleaned up. I got all the rocks out. We have a cherry tree right here. I'm gonna dig it up and possibly put it in a pot too, and so and just get it out of the yard, because you know it's kind of in the wrong spot for the garden here. And this is just a tree that grew from the roots of these other trees, and cherry trees that are grown from seed generally will send out runners under the ground. And so there's these wild type cherries in the back here, and there's the big tree right there, which all of these other trees have sprung up from. And so the cherry trees kind of look like a smaller version of a Rainier cherry, and they actually taste pretty good. I managed to get one cherry year before last off of the trees, but now all of the branches are so high that the birds get all of the cherries. So I'm thinking I might go ahead, since this is a little bit more established, and it's actually grown the entire time we've been here, so it's about 3 years old. It might actually have cherries on it this year. So I'm gonna get it dug up and get it into a pot, and that way I can rototill this whole section up today and have the boys help me move these rocks, and we're actually going to create a fire pit using these rocks and those other stones over there. This big stone, I'm going to move it to the corner over here where these stones were, and then these ones will eventually line the edge of the shed, the garden shed here, and they will actually, like right along here where I have all these other stones, and they'll just line the side of the garden shed just so that they're up out of the way. And yeah, so that's the plan, getting all that done. And before my phone dies, I'll take you guys over here and I'll show you what I did yesterday. Or I did it in the evening. I moved my berry bushes, my raspberry bushes, most of them, over here. The only one that's not over here is the double gold, which is the one I think didn't make it through the snow this year. And so I've got all my other raspberries over here, and then I used black mulch and I filled in the cracks along here, and I need just a little bit more mulch just to finish off this section over here. And I might just kind of move a little bit less of this over here and fill in the little bit that's over here that still needs a little bit. Then maybe I can get away with not buying any more mulch. And so it was 2 bags of black mulch, and I just put it in the back cracks. I thought the black would look good with the gray, these gray stones, and I'm thinking I might use some of the paint that matches the shed and the house to paint these bricks possibly, or not. The landlords that were here before, they left these, so they're just kind of in the yard getting in the way. So I just lined them up along here last year. So anyways, I'm going to be planting beans in these, and so I need to get a little bit of soil and put it in there. So I got a rototill, and I got to even out the ground a little bit and see about using some of the extra soil from the topsoil in the yard to fill in these pots along here so I can grow. So anyways, you guys, that's pretty much it for today. All of my plants and trees are coming along. We got blossoms on the apricot tree, and my phone is really about to die any second now, so I'm probably going to get off of here. But here is the apricot tree. We got blossoms all over it. It's looking really awesome. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much. Comment, like, and subscribe. Click that bell button. As always, have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.